Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. Let's do our daily technical analysis update of uranium. Uranium, it's looking better. We'll look at the charts here. I can see a lot of green on the right hand side, so that looks good. That's a positive development. But let's take a look at the charts. Let's look at the candlesticks and see if we're throwing any patterns or whatnot. So let's dive in. I'll give you my financial opinion here. This is the Sprott Physical Uranium Trust. We're coiled up in the corner here. I'm waiting for a break to the upside, guys. I think we're going to see a big move if we can get a break here. I think I'm biased. We're in a market conditions that are favorable for commodities in general. I do think that uranium is going to be favorable in an increasing interest rate environment. It's all coming right ahead of us. This pattern looks like it's developing quite nicely. I'm looking for a move higher at any point here. Uranium. This is the North Shore Global Uranium Mining ETF, URNM. We've got the pattern here where we've got large, big buying pressure and then the small leak off of sellers. We're putting in a buying pressure day right at support. I'm looking for a move to the upside. So it looks good. It looks good. We've got the downward movement, the sideways movement. Now we're just looking for a move higher. The sellers are not coming in here. They're not throwing any reversal candlesticks. We've got small down days next to a large up day. This all, to me, looks like we're going to move higher. Bannerman getting a little bit of a smaller down day today. We still get these wicks on the bottom. Means that we've got good buying pressure down here. I think we're going to move our way on upward at any point. Looking at Goviax Uranium, again, we've got the big buying pressure day. This big buying pressure day, the small leak off of sellers, and then we're got a little update today. Let's see if we can get this moving on to the upside. I'm getting more bullish on this sector as this thing progresses. Global Atomic GLATF. This is one of my go-to stocks for the African companies. This guy looks good. It responded to yesterday's selling pressure of this bearish engulfing pattern, and sometimes they don't pan out. It's just a probability. So the buyers are coming in. It looks like the overall sector is looking quite healthy. Let's see what the buyers can do. Looking at Forces Metals, we're getting the opening and closing prices starting to contract. So I think we're probably going to do a turn here and potentially move on up. Pure Point Uranium, PTUUF. It's a Canadian oil exploration company. We've been bopping sideways, back and forth. That's what I see there. And then we've got Deep Yellow, a little bit of a sideways action. Looks like we're just right there, bopping back and forth again, moving sideways on Deep Yellow. Long-term big picture view, we're riding right on top of this nice big support line. So I think it's a good spot to be a buyer. That's me down here. We're right at the bottom, kind of the support lines are all underneath this. If you can pick it off for 50 cents or something, that's a pretty good price. Paladin Energy, we're right at support. Again, guys, I like buying on these support lines. So I would buy Paladin here. That's me. Sky Harbor, getting support down here, guys. We're right in the corner of this thing. This thing's ready to break to the upside, I think, quite dramatically. That's SYHBF. I would be a buyer. That's me. I like it here, right in this corner. The buyers are equaling the sellers. That's why it's coming into this corner. Now we're just waiting for the break. If we get a break to the upside, this is going to be a nice, good move, I think. NXE, another one. We're right on support. Again, I like buying on support levels. All down here, like right below this support would have been a good spot to be looking to go long in. CVVUF, Canalaska Uranium, scrolling in here. It does look like we're trying to do a little bit of a turn here. We'll see if that is successful. We've got support right underneath it. That's what it looks like for Canalaska. BSENF, baseload. Again, I like it down here at 50 cents. I would be a buyer. We've got, looks like some support down here. That's why we have candle wicks at the bottom. It looks like we're contracting on up here that we could potentially see a move higher at any point. FISOF, looks like we're at support. Again, I like it down here. I would be a buyer. That's me. I like these support levels. I like buying in these general vicinities. And I think this long-term support line coming all the way across is right where we're at. That's where you buy. You buy at these retest levels right where it's at. I would be a buyer. FCUUF, It's right on its support line. Again, I would be a buyer down in this area here. I was a buyer. And it's got a bullish engulfing here too. I think it looks good. Camco, this is what you want to look for. You have a nice big move higher, and then the slow leak off of sellers like that for a move eventually higher. Kazatomprom still looks good. I would be looking for a potential move on higher. Still looking solid. Peninsula Energy getting a little bit of buying pressure, kind of down at that support line. Again, guys, I like it on support lines. That's where I buy. Boss Energy is getting close to a support line. You know what I would do on a support line? Lotus Resources down a little bit today. We're just below the support line down here. If the sector moves on up, I don't see a reason why Lotus Resources wouldn't move up, so that looks okay. Uroy's getting a little bit of buy-in pressure. Looks like we're coming up above this resistance line. It's not a reversal candlestick, but I like the buying pressure. Encore Energy, bullish engulfing. I'm still sticking to my move higher with this bullish engulfing here. A little bit of sideways move, another bullish engulfing pattern. It's going higher still. Energy Fuels looks good. Big buying pressure, smaller selling pressure as we go. Hopefully it stair steps higher like that. URG, again, the stair stepping pattern. Small little leak off of sellers back to do a retest, and then we're seeing a bounce higher. Still looks good. UEC doing the same type of movement. I still like it, going higher. LEU, we're right at the support line. What do I do on support lines? I buy it, and I just hold on. Still looks good. Lightbridge looking strong. It's got the nice, good, slow leak off, and then the move higher. Looks good to move on higher. Go Lightbridge. ISENF, just moving on sideways. Still looks okay. We've broken the downtrend. Again, guys, I would be a buyer. Appy Energy, it's up there, 4.5% up today. I still like Appy Energy. It's got rare earth metals. Good one. Denison Mines is starting to get a little bit of buying pressure. Good support down here. Everything looks good. Looking at Blue Sky Uranium, BKUCF. Blue Sky is a smaller company. It's down here. It still looks good. I stick with my move to potentially go higher. Forum Energy Metals looks like it's getting some buying pressure today. We've been bopping sideways here. We do have bigger buying pressure days all through here. So it looks like it wants to go on up to the upside based off that buying and selling pressure that I see in the candlestick sizes. Anfield Energy just moving sideways. Laramide, I still think it's going to move higher again. We've got good buying pressure, small selling pressure. Western Uranium going to move higher eventually. Still looks good. UEXCF getting a little bit of buying pressure today. No reversal candlestick though, but it still has good buying pressure. And Mega Uranium still looks really good. It is right in the corner, coiling up for probably a big move. And I think we're breaking to the upside. I'm a huge bull on all this, guys. I'm a uranium ultra bull, I guess. For the long term. Short term, again, this is the least reliable method to be looking at it. It is the very short term picture, but tie the short term with the long term. Like Mega Uranium looks really good here. Sky Harbor looks really good. Lightbridge looks really good. Fission 3.0 looks really good. You're buying. You can place orders today right on the resistance levels. That's where you get or support levels. You're right on that support, so you get support underneath it. And if the whole market looks like it's ready to turn up, uranium in general, and we've got that Sprott Uranium Trust right on the corner, it looks like it wants to break to the upside. We could see a nice big move here if the buyers decide to step in. Again, we're playing with probabilities and statistics. We've got the long-term contracting, looks like it's underway. A lot of positive developments in uranium. We've got deficits in terms of market balances. I think everything looks really good. I'm a bull. So I would be a buyer, personally, in a lot of these companies that I mentioned. And I would be holding on. I have purchased. I bought Uranium Royalty Corporation at $3 was my last purchase of a uranium company. Oh, I bought Mega Uranium too. I didn't hold any Mega Uranium, but I bought Mega Uranium basically right where it's at. I did buy a little bit of Mega in here. in this corner over here, just because it's coiling up like this. And this is a big old pattern, guys. Sky Harbor would be another one to look at. They're right in the corner, and whenever you get in these corners, they may have some more time, cycling sideways. No one's going to get the timing perfect, but when they break, I think it's going to break and have a big move. Hopefully that break is to the upside. If you're trading this, you should put a stop loss underneath it if you're doing trading. I'm not trading. I'm just buying it and holding on because I'm a long-term investor, and the ratios are ridiculous here. So that's what I see in the charts today. Give me a thumbs up if you guys like the content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.